Hey guys, welcome once again to the world of English exams. Today's video is going to be the first of the three parts of the solved reading test from Cambridge IELTS 14 General Training book, and this test has been divided into three passages, and I'm going to explain each and every question that you can see in the first passage of this test. And there are two important question types which we are going to cover in this part of the video, and that is which paragraph contains the following information. In simple, this is also called para matching. Very important question type for the general training candidates. You have to prepare this because you can see this question type being given in almost every paper of the test. Followed by that, we are also going to learn true, false, not given. This is thought to be a very confusing question type by a majority of the candidates who are attempting the test. And today we are going to learn a simple three-step method that you can approach these questions with. So I'm going to help you solve each and every question that you can see in this passage. In short, I'm going to cover the first set of questions in this test paper. So without any delay, let's kickstart the video. So the first 7 questions from this test 3 of Cambridge IELTS 14 General Training belong to the question type which paragraph contains the following information. So as I mentioned previously, this question type falls under the category of matching. There is one important shortcut that I want all the students to know, that whenever there is matching question type, you cannot expect the answers to come in a sequence. That is a very important thing to observe. So you should not stop by reading just one question and then going to search the answers. That way you would not land into the right answer. Even if you do so, it will take a lot of time. So what my advice is to all the students, of course regardless of whether you are attempting academic or general training, this clue works every single time. So whenever there is matching, you read all the questions first and then proceed to analyzing the keywords. So that way you can notice, you can solve the answers very fast. So let's approach it. First of all, let's try and identify this question type, and then we will proceed with the technique. So the first 7 questions will look something like this, and the heading clearly says which advertisement contains the following information. So when you see something like this, it belongs to the question type called para matching. Which paragraph contains the following information? Guys, what is important to note here is this small instruction which says NB. Most of the candidates attempting the test are often confused regarding this instruction and they often skip this. But let me tell you that this small thing is the most important element of this question type. NB stands for note beat, and the meaning of it is that you can use any letter more than once, which means you will see that the paragraphs are given some alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, etc. So when you see this NB in the instructions, it means that one paragraph may contain more than one answer, which means, let's say the answer for the first question is C. Then the answer for any other question also can be C. There is no compulsion that all the paragraphs should be repeated, but at least one of them will contain 2 sets of information. That is the meaning of NB. So one alphabet will be repeated twice. That is the shortcut. I repeat, when you see NB, one alphabet, at least one alphabet will repeat twice. So let us find out how this NB will be satisfied. But if you see this, this is a sort of clue. Okay, so that some answer will definitely repeat. If no answer is repeating, it means that you have done some mistake. So you need to just go back and recheck it once again if that is the case. So let's proceed with learning the technique now, and let's get solving the questions one by one. And here you will notice that statements are given, not direct questions. So yeah, it is just a 3-step method. The first step is read all the statements. I can't stress on this more. You need to read all the statements before answering them, because you don't know which paragraph contains the information pertaining to which question. So there is no point in reading the statements one by one and later going and searching each and every single time. Instead of that, what are we going to do? at first we are going to spend some time reading all the statements and of course reading the instructions, and if it says NB, we know what to do. Then we are going to underline the keywords and read each paragraph and match the information. See how simple it is, quite straightforward and simple without any illogical techniques. Okay, this is a very much tried and tested method, and we will see how to apply this in a moment. But before that, let's go back to the questions, the statements, and analyze them. First of all, NB is there, which means that you have to understand that one paragraph may be repeated twice. The first statement says payment. So payment is nothing but maybe fee or something related to finance, money. Okay, so payment at this venue is optional. So that is the important thing here. So there is no compulsion that you need to pay something, but it is your wish. If you wish to, you can do it. Else, you may not have to pay anything. That is the meaning of this statement. Next, remember guys that we are not actually looking for matching these words. We are looking at identifying the meaning. If you do not catch the meaning of the statement, it would be highly impossible for you to catch the answer for these statements, because sometimes the keywords may be given in the form of their synonyms. So here the keywords are payment and optional. So the meaning we understood just now. Moving on to the second statement. Expert instructors. So maybe instructors can be given as teachers, trainers, professionals, tutors, etc. are available for lessons. So you can learn the art of something from experts at this place. Then there is a restriction on what you can wear. So not all forms of clothing or footwear are possible to be worn here. There are some restrictions. So there are some specifications, I must say. Then moving on to the fourth one. I'm sure everybody is able to follow me so far. Moving on to the next statement. Some basic information is published in another place. So not all the information is published at one place. You can see some important basic data being represented somewhere else. So where we find that, we have to look into the paragraph. Moving on to the fifth statement. This has a particular provision for very young children. So very young children could be maybe toddlers, infants, below a certain age. We have to see that. Then there is a provision for them at this place. Moving on to the sixth statement. It has a feature especially recommended for educational parties. So this venue has a feature which particularly is recommended for educational parties. Educational parties could be something like schools or colleges or universities or something like that. Moving on to the last statement now. They will open at unscheduled times. So which means you need not have an arrangement or right on that day itself. Maybe if you ask them to open at unscheduled times also, if with an arrangement they are ready to open. Okay, wonderful. So now that we have understood the statements, let's find out the answers based on the keywords. And once again, I'm stressing here, our intention is not to look at the keywords and match them. The meaning of the sentence as a whole should be represented in the paragraph. Only this will help us to find the correct answer. So shall we get started, guys? Okay, so the first one, payment at this venue is optional. Clearly the keywords are payment and optional. Let's read this paragraph which says West Haven Lifeboat Museum. The West Haven Lifeboat Museum is an exciting display illustrating over 150 years of courage, photos with texts of epic rescues, models of lifeboats and video displays. Did we get anything related to payment? No. Let's continue. Try our hands-on simulator. Take charge of daring rescue on a stormy sea. So far, nothing about payment. Ideal for school groups. School groups could be educational parties. Remember, we have read a statement like that, but let's not worry about that question. When that context comes, we will come back to this. Here, we need payment. A must for all the ages. Souvenir shop. No charge for admission, but donations are welcome. See, there is no charge, but donation is nothing but donation is a form of payment which is optional. Nobody compels you to pay a donation, but donations are welcome. So what is the answer? B. Clear, right? So like this, here we did not get anything related to the word payment, but the meaning is conveyed in the form of charge. Charge is a synonym for payment, and is optional is nothing but it's given as donations. See, if you just go by the keywords, you cannot find it. You need to approach this question with the meaning. So let's proceed now to the second statement. Expert instructors are available for lessons. Clearly, the keywords are expert instructors, available, lessons. So let's see. West Haven Golf Club. Beautiful lakeside course, a pleasant, manageable walk through 9 challenging holes. Did you get anything related to instructors? No. Let's continue. 24 bay driving range, suitable in rain, wind, or sun. So it's only talking about climatic conditions. 3 golf professionals can give affordable coaching. See, 3 golf professionals are nothing but expert instructors, can give affordable coaching. Coaching is nothing but available for lessons. So which paragraph contains this? E. Hence the answer for the second statement is E. I hope you are able to follow me. Moving on to the next one now. There is a restriction on what you can wear. So here the keywords are restriction, that means something is not allowed, or maybe there is a specification. Then wear. So wearing, it can be related to clothing or footwear. We need to see that. Let's read this paragraph, which is called Lloyd's Lane. 20 fully computerized 10-pin bowling lanes, amusement area, fast food area, large screen Sky TV, Lloyd's Lanes is ideal for a whole fun day out. Did you get anything about wearing and restriction? Not yet. So let's continue reading. Open 10-pin bowling daily, 10 a.m. till date, 7 days a week. So far again we did not get any sort of restrictions. Charges Monday to Friday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Non-members £3.50 and members £2.50. Again nothing related to wear. Other times non-members £4.50, members £3.75. Appropriate foot gear is essential. Appropriate foot gear. Essential is nothing but you have to wear it. So to protect bowling surfaces. So shoe hire is also available. So what is it? Answer is D, because here they are clearly telling appropriate footgear. Guys, this is the advantage you have if you read all the statements at once, because you analyze your keywords beforehand itself and you know what you are looking for. And you can easily find it if you approach it with this technique. I am sure all of you will approach the questions with this technique in the future. Moving on to the next statement. Some basic information is published in another place. So basic information, published, and another place. These are the keywords. Now let's read this paragraph, that is called Star Leisure Center. Exciting leisure complex with 4 pools, wave machine, true thrilling fumes and bubble pool, fitness suite, special program for under 5s or under 5s. I think this is related to children and their age. Organized holiday activities and much more. Is there anything given about information and published at another place? No. So see here, open all year daily, charges. Check our website at www.starleisure.co.uk for current rates. So current rate is the basic information which is published. Where is it published? On their website, that is called www.starleisure.co.uk. This is how you need to gather the information, not just searching for the keywords. Here keywords will not be directly given to you. You need to look for the synonyms. I'm sure you followed this question. Let's move on. This has a particular provision for very young children. So here are the keywords are provision, very young children. So just now we have read this paragraph, Star Leisure Center, exciting leisure complex with 4 pools, wave machine, 2 thrilling fumes, bubble pool, fitness suite, special program for under 5s. So special program for under 5s means there is a provision for very young children. What is their age? Under 5. So the answer is C again. Now guys, this is called NB. Remember when I was talking about the instructions, I asked you to put a special focus on this instruction NB, and did I tell you that at least one paragraph will be containing 2 sets of information? So yeah, this one, there is some basic information published in another place, as well as particular provision for young children. Both these information could be found in paragraph C, and that is called NB. So answer for this fifth statement is NB. Moving on to the sixth statement now. It has a feature especially recommended for educational parties. So feature and educational parties are the keywords. We have already read this paragraph previously, which is called West Haven Lifeboat Museum. And in the 1, 2, 3, 4th line, can you see here, ideal for school groups? Can you notice here, ideal for school groups, nothing but recommended for educational parties. What are educational parties here? Schools. So that is it guys. Again our instruction NB has been satisfied. You need to ensure that you answer the questions based on this simple shortcut. Then the last statement is, they will open at unscheduled times if you make an arrangement. Okay, so let's see this paragraph, but the keywords are open, unscheduled times, and make an arrangement. Only if you make arrangements they will open, otherwise they will not. So let's read this paragraph. A, Tracks Indoor Karting Center. Experience the fun and thrills of indoor racing driving in our mini open-topped karts. No experience is necessary. So far, did we get anything about unscheduled times or they will open? No. Individuals and groups are welcome. Refreshments are available in new burger bar. Spectators welcome. Again, they did not tell anything about unscheduled times and arrangement. Let's continue reading. All drivers must meet the minimum height requirement of 5 feet and participate at their own risk. Nothing so far. Open all year, daily 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that the timing is only 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Can you see the keyword open here? Okay. Later times by appointment. Can you see, this is the thing that we are looking for. Later times is nothing but unscheduled times. This is the schedule 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So after that will be unscheduled by appointment. By appointment means only if you make an arrangement. So that is how you need to match the information to the paragraph guys, and the answer for this particular statement is A. So here is the answer key, B, E, D, double C and B, A. Can you see that C is repeated twice and B is also repeated twice, satisfying our instruction NB. So let's proceed forward with answering true, false, not given, which constitute the next set of questions in the Cambridge IELTS 14 General Training Reading Test 3. So let's see how to identify true, false, not given. And guys, let me tell you that the same strategy can also be used for solving yes, no, not given questions. They're more or less the same thing, but with a slight difference. So first we will identify this, and then I'll teach you the technique of how you can answer these questions, followed by going statement by statement, and let's answer these questions together. Are you ready? Wonderful. So this is what you will get to see in your test 3 of Cambridge IELTS 14 General. Then you can see that the instructions clearly say, do the following statements agree with the information given. And here are 3 options: true, false, not given. So true should be marked only if the statement agrees with the information. If the statement contradicts with the information, it is called false. But remember here, it is 100% agreement and 100% contradiction. If it is 50% agreement, then it is not given. I repeat, if it is 50% agreement, it is not given. Or if the information is completely missing, anyway you will mark it as not given. So here the answers would follow a sequence. Hence, we need not worry about reading all the statements at once like we did for matching. So this will follow a sequence. Hence, what will we do? We shall proceed by reading the statements one by one, then marking the keywords, and then following with the reading the text and finding the answers. So are you ready to learn the process? Okay then. So this is the 3-step method that you have to approach true, false, not given with. Step 1, read all the statements but one by one, not together. Then step 2, mark the keywords and understand the meaning. Please, this is a very important step. Do not skip this. You have to mark the keywords and also understand the meaning of what the statement has to say. What exactly are you looking for? Step 3, refer to the text and confirm the answer depending on what you read. Guys, there is a mistake that students commit here, that they just read one statement and confirm the answer. That might not be true for all the statements, guys. I'm not telling that you are approaching it in a wrong way, but sometimes in the next statement the writer of this passage may contradict it, or they may change their mind. So let us not confirm the answer with just reading one phrase or one sentence. Let's read at least one more sentence to confirm the answer. So let's get started with these questions. But this is the paragraph. Do you have a music project in mind that might benefit from funding? So this is the title of the passage, and you can see that the passage has been given here. You can also find this passage on our website www.worldofenglishexams.com. So do check it out if you cannot read it from here. But for your convenience, what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to give the statements one by one, help you underline the keywords, and then I'm going to show the relevant passage also, so you need not worry about that. But if you have a habit of reading the passage before attempting the questions, then this is for you. Just pause the video right here, give yourself 1 or 2 minutes of time, read the passage clearly, and then proceed with answering along with me. So come on, let's get started. So the first statement says, you can apply to Dosoco now for grant funding. So here, what are the keywords, guys? Apply to Dosoco now. This is very important. People generally neglect this. So you can apply to Dosoco now for grant funding. So keywords, apply to Dosoco now and grant funding. Of course, the main keyword here is Dosoco. So let's read it. The next round of Dosoco grant funding. See, we got 2 of 3 keywords. So Dosoco and grant funding will shortly be open. See, clearly what is the statement giving us? Will shortly be open. Shortly be open means it is not open right now, but it is going to open very soon for applications. Grants are available from £700 to £1,000 and up to £300. Okay, in the areas of music education. See, like this, you need to read one more statement. See if there is any connectivity between the earlier sentence and this. Here, the second sentence states the amount that is being funded, but nothing about when you can apply. Hence, here you can see that the next round of Dosoco will shortly be open, which is contradicting to now. If you don't underline now as the keyword, then you might go for the answer as true. But here the answer is false, because in the statement it is given that it is open now, but in the passage it says it will shortly be open. That means it is closed right now. So the answer is false, as the statement contradicts with the information in the text. I hope it is clear. Let's progress with the next statement now. You can apply for a grant that will help to educate a musician. So you are helping in educating a musician. Wonderful. So here the keywords are grant, apply, help, educate a musician. So it will help to fund for the education of a musician. That means help him or her to learn the art. So let's read the same thing. I am reading from where we have stopped, from the second line. Grants are available from £700 to £1,000 for organizations. Did we read anything related to individual musicians? No. And up to $300 for individuals in the areas of music education. See, music education, within brackets they have clearly mentioned working with a talented music student. Music student is nothing but education for a musician. So what is the answer, guys? True. Like this, you need to read the entire context before confirming the answer. Shall we move on to the next question? But before that, why did I mark the answer as true here? Because whatever is given in the statement coincides perfectly 100% with what we saw and read in the text. Hence the answer is true. Moving on to the next statement now. Alexia Sloane lost her sight after attending a summer school composition course. Again, here the time phrase, which is after attending, becomes the key. If you just mark Alexia Sloane and just forget about the rest of the keywords, then you might not get the right answer. So let's see. Of course, Alexia Sloane will be the keyword, but lost her sight after attending. What? After attending what? A summer school composition course. That means she attended the course and later she lost her eyesight. Let's see. Dosoco recently awarded a grant to Alexia Sloane. Can you see that we got the main keyword? A young composer with sight loss. Of course, she has lost her sight. But when to enable her to attend means now she wants to attend the sound and music summer school composition course. See what is given in the text, that Dosoco has recently granted a funding to this woman Alexia Sloane. Why? To enable her to attend the composition course. But what is given? She has already attended the course and lost her eyesight after it. Is it coinciding? No, it is contradictory in fact. Hence the answer is false. Guys, the difference between false and not given is very simple. For marking the answer as false, you need to find the information in the text, but it should be opposite. Whereas if it is not given, then the context should entirely be absent. It should not be seen in the text at all. Or maybe half of it could be seen and half of it could be missing. Then you will mark the answer as not given. But for false, information will be there but in the opposite sense. I am sure everybody is understanding it. Moving on to the next statement now. Alexia now, again now is an important keyword, plays several instruments with the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain. So right now she is playing several instruments with the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain. Let's see. I'm just reading from the second sentence because we have stopped it there. At summer school composition course at the Purcell School. Alexia has since gained a place as a composer. She is not playing any instrument, she is composing with the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain, the first blind composer to be appointed. So what is it telling, guys? Is she playing now or is she composing now? She is composing. But see, in the second sentence itself it is given to enable her to attend the summer school composition course at the Purcell School. She has gained a place as a composer. But is there anywhere given that she is playing several instruments? No, she is just composing right now. Hence the answer is false. You may think that why it cannot be not given, because it is given as what she is doing now, because it's clearly saying Alexia has since gained a place. Has since gained a place means right from the time she has started composing, she has gained a place as a composer with the National Youth Orchestra. So every word is matching, but here they are not giving anything related to now, but they are telling has since gained. Since gained. So since gained has something to do with the past, but here it is given as present. Hence the answer is false. Moving on to the next statement. Alexia has received an award for her work in music. So here the keywords are again Alexia and award for work in music. Now let's read from where we have stopped. And I'm reading the last sentence, I mean this one. And has also been awarded the title of Young Composer of the Year. So what is the award? Young Composer of the Year. Because she had worked for the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain as the first blind composer. Are you able to understand? So here In the last sentence also says she was the first female composer ever to receive this honor in its 10-year history. Hence, did she receive an award? Yes. Is it for her work in music? Absolutely. Hence, what is the answer? True. Moving on to the next statement. Applications can be made, that means it is possible to apply by filling an online form. So you can fill an online form and apply. Let's see, the keywords are applications, filling, online form. Let's read the paragraph. Organizations, families and individuals can apply by completing a simple form. They are just telling you have to complete a form, that's it. But is there anything given that you have to fill an online form? Did you find the related context? Not. No, we did not find any related context. Let's see in the second sentence if anything is given about forms. Dosoco can contribute up to 50% towards the cost. Projects must be locally based. So it's not talking anything about how to apply. Hence, what is the answer? Not given. Why is it not false? Because it will be false if you see that applications can only be submitted offline. If you see something like that, then it will be false. But here they are telling that organizations, families and individuals can apply by completing a simple form. Whether that form is online or offline, no information is given about it. So applications definitely can be made, but we don't know whether it is through online mode or offline mode. Hence the answer is not given. Please do not get confused between false and not given. If you cannot understand this, please rewind the context related to this statement and please re-listen to this. Moving on now to the last statement and in these sets of questions. In some cases, Dosoco will cover the full cost of the project. Full cost is important. Some cases, Dosoco cover full cost of the project. So these are the keywords. Now moving on to reading the passage. We have already started reading the first line. Now the second line says, Dosoco can contribute up to 50% towards project cost. So what is the meaning of up to? The maximum limit is 50%. But here what are they telling us? The Dosoco can cover full cost. Can it cover full cost? No, only half of it. Hence, what is the answer, guys? The answer for the 14th statement, 14th question is false. So now I'm sure everybody has understood how to answer true, false, not given. And for your ease and convenience, here is the answer key. False, true, false, false, true, not given, false. So this is how you answer the first 14 questions from Cambridge IELTS 14 General Training Reading Test 3. I am sure this video was useful, and if you really like this video and found it useful, please do comment and let us know how you felt about learning these reading solving test papers. And till I see you with the next informative video, please like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel World of English Exams. And your comments are really motivating us and encouraging us. Thank you so much for taking out the time in appreciating and giving us your valuable feedback, guys. I can't stress on how much happier we are getting with each passing day after reading your comments. And the number of subscribers are also increasing, which is a very, very positive sign of growth and development. Please keep encouraging us like this, and we hope to helping more and more students in our forthcoming sessions. And very soon we are also going to come up with some useful academic reading solving videos as well, and also for the other sections of the test. So please stay tuned to our YouTube channel and click that bell icon beside the subscribe option so that you get our updates instantly as and when we post a new video on our channel. So happy preparation, guys.